This week has to be one of the more brutal ones in regards to pitcher injuries. I genuinely cannot recall the last time I've seen so many notable arms get hurt like this. Shane Bieber started this year red hot with a 0 ERA and 20 strikeouts, and now he's missing the rest of the season with Tommy John. Jonathan Loaizaga is off to a good start with 4 innings of work and no runs allowed. You guessed it, he's now missing the rest of the year with Tommy John. Spencer Strider. Strider is also going to miss some time after it is revealed he has damage on his right elbow. It is not really sure exactly if he will need Tommy John or how much time he will miss, but it just sucks to hear. Oh, did I also mention that all of these injuries were announced today on April 6th? And to make matters even worse, Marlins young ace Yuri Perez is also said to be getting Tommy John, and that news came 2 days before this. 3 guys have to get Tommy John with a potential of 4, and there's a chance I might even be missing someone, and this is all within a 2-day span. Also to mention, Garrett Cole is missing time, Sandy Alcantara is missing the season, Felix Bautista most likely misses the season. The MLB has a problem with the health of their pitchers. There really is no answer as to why this is happening, but I went through and I found some data that kind of backs up some theories. So without further ado, in the 10 years before the pitch clock was a thing, 254 players got Tommy John, making it an average of 25 guys a year. Last year in 2023, 31 players had the procedure. Now this year, if procedure announcements follow the pace, there is projected to be 52 surgeries. Now, I really don't think it'll hit that pace because pace is pace. If Luis Robert homers on opening day, he's projected to hit 162. That's not going to happen, but it's just crazy to think of the rate it's at. But pitchers are getting injured at increasing rates. Tommy John seems to be a rite of passage for some of these guys at this point. Now, there really is no evidence as to why this is an issue or what exactly the fix can be, but some theories are that the pitch clock is slightly responsible, which is backed by recent data, but I'm sure bodies will adjust. Other theories are the increase in velocity by pitchers. In 2008, the MLB started tracking pitch speeds of every pitch thrown. The fastest pitcher then was Joel Zumaya, who averaged 98.3 miles per hour. Now you have freaks of nature like Yohan Duran, who could chuck 103 to 105 with relative ease. In 2008, the average four-seam fastball was 91.9 miles per hour, and the slider averaged out to 83.4. In 2023, the four-seamer averaged 94.2 miles per hour, and the slider at 85.2. The velo averaged increased just about every year by small ticks. It is proven that throwing harder puts more stress on your elbow. There was a time when people thought curveballs would hurt you, when in reality it was more of how hard you threw it. So knowing this, it makes a lot of sense as to why the injuries are increasing year by year, especially when you note the increase on pitch velo for almost every single pitch. It seems the MLB is really wanting to come to the bottom of this as to why the injuries are increasing. They are conducting studies to why pitchers are getting hurt more and more. A theory from this study came from Dr. Keith Meister, who is the head physician of the Texas Rangers. He blames the sweeper and the hard changeup for the increases. The sweeper makes sense since it's a very trendy and more used pitch. It has been around for a while, but an analytic department's got their hands on it, they're having guys toss it way more. Meister claims that when you started to see guys throw it more than 15%, you also saw more injuries with it. But keep in mind, it is only a theory with not too much factual evidence backing it up, but I would heavily consider it since Meister does work with a lot of injured pitchers and he's been around for a long time. A reputable source. 166 players on opening day rosters landed on the injury list. A whopping 80% or 132 of those injuries were pitchers. That is absurd, and it just highlights the current issues that's happening in today's baseball climate. I don't know what it is, but the MLB needs to spend time, effort, and a lot of money to figure out what this issue is. The fact that we got generational talents like Jacob deGrom, and we can't see his greatness because he's injured every single year. It just sucks for baseball, and when you have all your stars getting hurt like this, it's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt a lot of people, so, they gotta figure this out. Now, there really is no answer to why the increases have happened, so I won't tell you anything. But some interesting solutions I thought were these. A 6-man rotation to add more rest time, an increase to rostered pitchers, and a stricter pitch count allowance. I think that could help, but you never know. They're just ideas after all. But you gotta start somewhere. I just think it is important that this issue is seemingly becoming more of a serious focus, and the MLB is starting to get on it. I mean, it seems like people on Twitter, social media, and everything, they are talking about it more and more, and the MLB is like, oh, you're right. We're going to look more into it, so. But go ahead and let me know your thoughts on this injury increase. I think it's bad for baseball, but I'd love to hear what you have to say. But anyways, thank you for watching, and make sure to subscribe if you enjoyed. I'll see you guys later.